People, the mind is the first to go. The mind is the first to go. Thank you, sweet Jesus in heaven. It is Wednesday, and my father doesn't go to work on Wednesdays. And he's home. It's a good damn thing he's home, because he was in the backyard. When I came home, I was looking for my keys. Can't find my keys. Can't find my keys. Can't find my keys. Can't find my keys. So I rang the front door. No answer. Looked it on the side. Okay, the garage door is open. Okay, so I know he's in the backyard. I say to him, he's talking to our neighbor. So I say hello to the neighbor and everything, and how's everybody doing? He says, we are some lucky people. I said, okay. He said, you left your keys at the front door. I said, you mean my front door? I said, but I locked the door. He said, no, you left your keys in the front door and you just drove away. He's right that I'm lucky. Anybody could just had free reign of the entire house. What the hell was I thinking? I wasn't in a hurry. I wasn't late. I certainly wasn't in a hurry to go to work. So you mean to tell me I just kind of, oops, I just forgot my keys at the front door. Locked the door and then just kept it moving. Didn't bother to take the key with me. People, it's just been that kind of a week. It's just been that kind of a week. I had a woman barking at me on the phone because, of course, one of the attorneys, who doesn't take almost any of his calls, is yelling at me because he's not taking his calls, and she wants to speak to a partnering manager. The partnering manager decided he wanted to go home early, so she couldn't speak to him. I want to speak to somebody. I'm not getting off this phone until I speak to somebody. Okay, it was that kind of a day. It was just that kind of a day. So this is not going to be long, because I just want to put this day behind me. I should have known something was up when I woke up with a slight headache. I should have known. I said, that's a clue. That should have been a clue. A slight headache. By the time I took the Excedrin, and the Excedrin must have given me some kind of a brain fart, because the headache went away, and then I forget my keys. Okay, let's do lips of the day. This is the last of those metallics, but I happen to like this one, even though it's still a drying formula and it still goes into my cracks, but I happen to like the shade. The liner I am using is a Revlon Time Liner for lips. I don't even know if you'll be able to find these anymore. It's a basic brown lip liner in the color Blackberry. Yeah, Blackberry. Lined and filled is the Infallible Paints Metallics. And this one is in 336. Ooh, 336 Liquid Venom. I don't know if y'all be able to see that. That's what it says. And this is what Liquid Venom looks like. It's a brown. It's a brown metallic. But I like it. I really kind of like this shade. The other shades, but this one I really happen to like. Unfortunately, the formula sucks. The formula sucks. That's really just basically it in a nutshell. The formula sucks, and that's just that with that upon that. But it is like a basic brown, obviously shimmery because it's metallic. And that's really about it. That's it. That's it. I can't believe I still have 2 more days to go, people. Longest week ever. Longest week ever. Got people yelling at me. I just can't. I just can't. My supervisor calls in for the copying machine to be fixed. The guy comes, he fixes the copying machine. She signs the receipt. Then she hands me the receipt because apparently there's a part that has to be ordered. Oh, you'll keep on top of that, won't you, Nancy? Sure. On top of everything else I have to keep on top of. What the fuck do you do, woman? What do you do? I'm sorry. Pardon my French, but it's just that kind of a day. What do you do? If I am constantly doing every damn thing, I'm ordering supplies, I have to keep tabs of the supplies. You don't want me to keep boxes under my desk. You want me to keep on top of the copying. What the hell do you do? What do you do? I'm curious. What are your responsibilities? Because I seem to be getting loaded up more and more. You signed the receipt. He gave you the receipt to sign. You are the one that called for the machine. Why are you dumping the rest of the responsibilities on me? Okay. This was Lips of the Day. This was that kind of a day. I have to go now. I have to go now. Boy, do I wish I had something to drink. I have to go now. I really do. I'm not that livid, because if I was that livid, you know I would have made a pit stop and had something to drink. But I'm not. I'm just, you know, I'm frustrated and I'm just annoyed. Annoyed is basically the word. That's the word I'm looking for. I am annoyed. Give me everything, and then when one thing goes wrong, who gets blamed? Like, okay, there's a certain kind of paper that has to be used for, like, I guess, last will and testaments, that kind of a thing. And it's called black ruled paper. I remember placing an order for about 3 boxes. Miraculously, the last box. Nancy, where are the black ruled papers? I said, they should be under the shelf. Well, I'm taking the last box. I said, oh, that's nice. I'm glad somebody told me, because I didn't know. Oh, so we don't have any more? I said, if you're taking the last box, I guess that means we don't have any more. Somebody should have told me when we were on the second to last box. Then I would have placed an order. Then by the time we got to the last box, we wouldn't have this problem. But no, I have to be on top of that as well. So I placed the order yesterday. You're going to have to wait a while now. You're going to have to wait a while. Some places, like this particular, our specialty, quote unquote, specialty papers, they take more than a day or two to be made and then delivered. So, but here's the funny thing. Young girl, little girl, she was the one who was asking for the paper. And when I told her what I said, she said, oh, well, that's not good. I said, no, it really isn't. So she went around the corner to the other person who also uses that same type of paper. And she comes, tra-la-la. I see her with a handful of that particular paper. I was going to ask her, where did you get all of that paper? Where'd you get all of that? But you know what? Too early, Nancy. You don't have a year under your belt yet. You can't make smart-ass remarks just yet. Get a year or so under your belt. And now tomorrow, well, yeah, tomorrow, another coworker goes on vacation. And she's one of those busy people. So I can only imagine who her work is going to fall under. Because every time I pass her desk, you can barely see her. She is buried, literally buried under paperwork. Literally. I know this woman could not wait until the end of this day, because now she can go on vacation. She won't be back until, I think, next Monday or next Tuesday or whatever. Or August 1st or 2nd or something like that. And then there's this one. This morning really should have warned me. I should have called in sick or something. I woke up, and what is greeting me on the floor at the threshold of my bedroom? He threw up, and I didn't hear it. It's been that kind of a day. People, it's been that kind of a day. So, back to work. This chick's work, I wonder who her attorney, the attorney that she works for, who's he going to rely on? He's on the other side of the room. That don't mean jack, because she's going on vacation. There's one behind me, aside from old man. There's one behind me. His assistant is leaving the company August 1st or something. She's leaving in August. She's leaving next month. She took her last week of vacation this week. He has been calling me. Could you make a reservation for such and such? And I need to make a reservation for the room. And I need to make a reservation for the room in New York City. I'm like, okay, you know what? He's got a new assistant. Somebody should be teaching her how to do this stuff. Really, you should be teaching her. Somebody should be teaching her how to do this stuff. Okay, your assistant is on vacation, but she sits next to somebody who basically does the same work. Now, the person that she sits next to is the assistant of old man, the one who's been there for 25 years or whatever. She should be teaching the new chick how to do stuff. Because receptionist over here, sitting up in the front, can't do everything for everybody. I know they think I can. But you know what? If you think I can do everything for every single person in this office, you need to put at least $5,000 or $6,000 more on my paycheck. Because for real, because we have an office manager who is my supervisor. She's just dumping shit on my desk more and more and more and more. I've got paperwork coming at me, phone calls, people yelling at me because the attorneys don't want to take their calls. And their assistants sometimes say, just put the call in my voicemail. Bitch, I am trying to tell you that this person is yelling at me because they don't want to be put into the voicemail. What do you want me to do with this call? So finally, the person that was yelling at me on the phone, I had to give it to my assistant. To my assistant. I wish I had an assistant. To my supervisor. My supervisor put this chick on hold, and she went yelling to the attorney who the person on the phone wanted to speak to begin with. I guess they were going at it because she came back on the phone, and I could hear her saying, well, you know, this just happened like 2 days ago, and we're working on the paperwork, and like, why are you so in? Like, she's yelling at the person on the phone. You can do that, okay? You can do that. You've been with the company a number of times. I'm still wet behind the ears. I've only been there 6 months. So I can't yell at anybody. I can't, you know, I don't have the green light to do that yet, okay? I can only transfer calls. But in the meantime, if the person doesn't want to be transferred, they want to speak to that specific person that they called for, and that specific person that they called for doesn't want to take the call, then I'm stuck with this person who is frustrated, who's yelling at me. Here's a good thing, though. I found a Wendy's. I found a Wendy's nearby, really a block away from the Nathan's that I normally go to. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, because the Wendy's that I used to go to, they closed that one down. Remember I told you I went to the Wendy's and they just boarded up and all closed down. Well, they probably moved to where I found this Wendy's, which is very convenient for me, because tomorrow I'll probably do Nathan's, and then on Friday I'll do Wendy's again, because I wanted to go get my grilled chicken sandwich. I didn't get the chicken sandwich today because when I drove in, I didn't realize that I was driving in through the drive-thru. So I was like, oh, damn. I wanted to go into the parking lot to park and then go in and eat. But it's very, very weird. It's kind of like the parking lot is this way, but the drive-thru is this way. And I didn't know that because it doesn't really say drive-thru. So I just managed to go and I got a Dave single with some fries and a drink. And then that was it. But now I know where it is. So now I know where to park. And I can go in and get my grilled chicken sandwich. If I'm feeling very grilled chickeny, I will go there tomorrow. And, there you go. because I wanted a grilled chicken sandwich and a baked potato. Because I'm trying to, you know, back off the burgers and stuff. I had the smash burger yesterday. I had a Dave's burger today. It's like, okay, enough. So, yeah. Okay, people. I've got to go now. I've got to go. I'm tired as all hell. I watched Jaws last night. That was good. I was sort of sleeping on it a little bit, but I managed to get through it. I love myself some Jaws. You know that's one of my favorite movies, people. What? So I watched it last night. I think tonight is Jaws 2. I have both Jaws and Jaws 2. I can just simply, like, watch the DVD. But they're on cable, so I don't have to get up, get the DVD. I can just, you know what I mean? And I finally watched Basketball Wives. Jackie, what is the problem? She obviously wants to start crap with Evelyn. You don't want to go up against Evelyn. I know Jackie thinks she's like a Tammy Roman. She's nowhere near Tammy Roman, okay? Not even remotely close. Evelyn bought herself a taser. It's gotten to that point, people. It's gotten to that point. Evelyn doesn't want Jackie anywhere near her. I don't blame her. I'm on Evelyn's side on this one because Jackie's delusional. Jackie's delusional. Jackie thinks that Evelyn wants to get with her daughter. First of all, bitch, you're not really much of a mother to your daughter to begin with. That's just out in the universe already. Okay, that's just out there. Now you're trying to play Miss Protective Mother. Oh, how dare you involve yourself in my daughter's life and our life, and you need to stay away from my daughter. And Evelyn don't want to have nothing to do with your daughter. All Evelyn did was contribute to a GoFundMe page that the daughter created. And she gave herself a really good, Evelyn, contributed a nice amount of money. Jackie got wind of it. And why are you involving yourself in my child's life? And this, that. Well, you're not involving yourself in your own child's life. So Evelyn was trying to do the good thing and help the girl out. Because obviously you're playing favorites with your children. And this one doesn't fit in the favorites category. And she's making it known to the public. But now you're trying to grasp your pearls and oh my goodness, and why are you involving yourself in my child's life? Bitch, you should thank Evelyn, okay? 1,000 times over. You should thank her. But now it blew up to epic proportions. Jackie called Evelyn's daughter a build-a-whore to Evelyn, by the way. Evelyn was like, what the F are you talking about? And it just escalated to epic proportions. To obviously the point where Evelyn now bought herself a taser. Like, bitch, don't even come around in my radius. Don't come in the radius of me. Don't come in my circumference. Don't come in my radius. Okay? That's Evelyn. Just. But here's Shawnee. Let's all take a trip to Miami. And I'm inviting everybody. So that'll be next week, because I guess next week's episode will be taking place in Miami. Women are supposed to build themselves, build each other up. Women cannot get along with women, as I can see, as I've experienced, and as I can see. I don't know what it is with women. I don't have luck with women supervisors, as you all well know. And since I've been making videos, I've only had one male boss, I guess. And I didn't last long at that job because he was crazy for Cocoa Puffs. He just wanted to yell at everybody. The wife was working with him. He would yell at her. There was another girl who he threatened to fire every single day. She would cry every single day. I mean, it was ridiculous. So he fired me because he found out I was sending out my resume on his computer. Oh, honey, I couldn't stay there. There was just no way. The tension was too much on a daily basis. On a daily basis. He was not a pleasant person to work for. Not pleasant at all. At all. Like at all. And it was one of those part-time, full-time jobs. Like you worked full-time, but you got paid part-time. I had to have lunch at my desk every single day. Every single day. No. I was glad when he fired me. I was glad. You found out, oops, my bad. You gave me my last check. I walked out the door. I went home. I went online. Yeah, I went online. I registered for when you're out of a job and you have to, what is that called? Oh my God. Unemployment. Thank you. Did that. And soon afterwards, I got another job after that. But, ew. He was not a pleasant person, at all. Anyway, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I am going to try to stay at this present job, regardless of the stuff I have to go through. It's still a good, decent job, and I haven't been paid this much ever. Really, I haven't been paid this much ever. So yeah, I may bitch and moan about it, and the people there, and my supervisor, and all of that. But it's not one of those jobs where I'm so stressed to the point that, oh, I can't work here anymore. No, it's not even remotely that close. But yeah, I have to deal with different personalities and people yelling at me on the phone. And well, I'm used to that. I'm used to people yelling at me on the phone. That's no big deal. That comes with the territory of being receptionist. But it's just the fact that almost every single day something gets added to my plate. And I'm like, what the hell? And, I have to, it's like, China, I'm balancing China dishes on each hand, and God forbid one falls, I'm doing the best I can, people, okay? I'm doing the best I can. I still have some scratch-offs. I scratched off 2 yesterday, nothing. I have 3 more to go. I bought 5 on Monday. So, when I'm, scratching one off each day. So maybe one of these 3 will give me something. I would like to have the thing. How I would love to win for life, people. Win for life. Okay, on that note, I'm sorry I'm bitching and moaning to you, but I know you guys can handle it because it's not like you're working with me or working for me or anything. You're just listening to me bitch and moan, and then you go about your business. And this is Lips of the Day. The dryness is unbelievable. The formula sucks ass. But I really like this color. I like this shade. That is it with that. That is that with that upon that. Okay? I love you. I love my YouTube family. I am going to take off these clothes, get into my summer comfy cozies, pour myself a tall, ice-filled glass of, I have Sprite. I'm going to have some Sprite. I'm going to put my feet up. Don't nobody talk to me. Okay? Just don't nobody talk to me. Okay? We got a president who is banning people from the military because of their sexuality. I can't. I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Bye now.